So we all know Kris Tyson was exposed for being a pedophile, okay? Now I'm assuming we all know about this. Now this all started with a video titled, "This Video Will Make You Hate Kris Tyson." Now it went into a few things about a few tweets that Kris Tyson had with this artist called Shadman who made lolly drawings. Now if you don't know what lolly is, or what lolicon is, it's basically anime child pornography, so it's pretty gross, okay? Now there are some people who will unfortunately defend it and say, oh well, it's just a drawing, so why does it matter? Well, the thing is you're still a freak, okay? You're still getting off to images of children. So Kris Tyson was friends with Shadman, who again was a lolly artist. Now Shadman was not just a lolly artist making drawings of fictional characters, okay? Shadman made drawings of Keemstar's then 7 or 8-year-old daughter, which is just so fucking disgusting, okay? And Kris was friends with this man for like years, okay? Up from like 2017 to 2019, so that's pretty gross. We all know that, right? Now Kris even bought some art from Shadman and literally hung it up on the wall, which is just so crazy, okay? Like it's just crazy that, like, why, how deranged do you have to be to say, oh, I'm gonna buy a piece of art of a kid in a sexual manner and I'm just gonna hang it on my wall as if it's nothing, you know, just you know, frame it and just have it as a centerpiece in my living room. That's just so gross, okay? And not just that, okay? Kris Tyson was literally asking for art such as Beast Boy, who is an underage character from Teen Titans, and not just that, but Kris even asked for art of a 10-year-old anime girl, okay? 10 years old! Now that's just fucking crazy. Like, we all know that. Like, that's obviously just so damn crazy. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're wanting to see art of a 10-year-old in a sexual manner, you just need to be one deranged individual, okay? Like, you need help at this point. Now, that's not all, okay? The lolly shit is just the tip of the iceberg. Kris Tyson has literally been exposed for talking to minors. Okay, now there's 2 alleged victims. Right now, one of their names is Lava, who right now they're denying this and saying, oh well, it was just some edgy jokes. Which, look, it doesn't matter. Okay, an adult should not be talking sexually with like a 13 or 14-year-old. That's just gross. Okay, like that's not really a joke. Okay, like an adult who's like 20 years old talking sexually with a 13 to 14-year-old is just that's just gross, okay? Like, and the fact that you don't see that is just kind of wild to me. Now there's another victim that's actually speaking up and is saying that Kris Tyson groomed him, okay? And this is pretty wild, okay? So yeah, let's just play it.
Kris Tyson from MrBeast used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old. I was actually friends with Lava GS at the time, who is the main victim of Kris that everyone has been talking about these last few days, who claims he isn't a victim, but we all know he is, and we all know he probably got paid off. Not only that, but he's also under an NDA from when he worked for MrBeast Gaming for 2 years, and he tried to get me to join MrBeast Gaming himself, Lava. He's the one who actually sent me the contract and tried to get me to sign the NDA, at which point I ended our friendship because I knew they were just trying to silence me. Me and him were both initially involved in running Kris's Discord server, helping him set up his Twitch streams and moderating them.
Nate's calling me. Hey, what's up? You're on stream.
You just leaked your address. Please end your stream. As well as other technical back-end things that he needed help with. This Discord server that we were a part of had about 10 people in it, most of whom were minors. I'm not sure how they got in there, other than me and Lava. He won a giveaway and Kris invited him after that, and Kris invited me after I saw one of his tweets asking for help setting up a Garry's Mod server for the 10 million subscriber MrBeast video. This turned into us having lots of private conversations with Kris and playing video games with him for hours on end. Not only did we do a lot of unpaid work for him that he promised he would pay us for, he would also frequently bring up sexual topics that was definitely not appropriate to bring up around 15, 16-year-olds, especially with him being like, I don't know, 20, 21 years old. He would even go as far as linking me several different porn and hentai videos throughout the time of me talking with him. Not only that, but he had an NSFW bot in his Discord server before he made it public. So when it was just a private server, his little circle of minors. And he would use this NSFW bot to spam different corn images, alongside all these 15-year-olds. He would also frequently call me dad and daddy, as well as the others, which I guess we all kind of just took as a joke at the time. You have to think this is someone who we looked up to at the time, we idolized, we thought was the coolest person in the world, so they couldn't really do any wrong in our eyes. But looking back, I was definitely uncomfortable at being called.
Yeah, this is just fucking gross. Like, sending porn to minors, calling them daddy, and talking sexually with them. That is just so disgusting. And to think that this went on for years, like even before Kris's transition, and this just went on for so fucking long. Okay, like that's how long this shit's been going on for was before Kris even transitioned. Like, Kris was acting like this for so damn long, and it just blows my mind that someone I actually used to look up to, right, is now just turned out to be a complete freak and a complete degenerate, talking to minors sexually, sending them porn, and calling them daddy. Yeah, that's just gross. Now, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more that keeps coming out about this motherfucker, because that's usually how things are, okay? One thing comes out, and then everything comes out. That's how it usually is for predators, okay? And Kris Tyson's definitely a predator, okay? Let's all be honest, okay? This situation is just so fucking crazy and just sad, because we all used to love Kris, and we all had no idea that all of this was going on behind the scenes. Like, holy shit, this just actually makes me sad, man. Like I used to love Kris Tyson. I used to think they were funny, right? And it's just sad that things ended up being like this, okay? Like, it really does make me sad. And MrBeast himself has actually responded to it. So it says, over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava Tyson's behavior online, and I am disgusted and oppose such unacceptable acts. During that time, I have been focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation and ensure that I have all the facts that said I've seen enough online to take immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with MrBeast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate actions. Sorry about my absolutely horrendous reading skills. I'm fucking retarded, okay? This video is not about me being an absolute retard, though. This video is about Kris Tyson, okay? So yeah, that's MrBeast's response to the whole thing. So Kris Tyson has been kicked off and is no longer working with MrBeast, which is honestly not surprising. Now, this apology, this response, there's a lot of opinions on it. There's a lot of people who think that MrBeast knew what was going on and just didn't say anything until now. And then there's some people who think that, oh, well, there's not enough evidence to actually know if he actually knew all this time. So yeah, it's kind of a whole thing, right? So yeah, this is what's going on with him right now, MrBeast. So yeah. Now, even Kris Tyson has made an apology, I guess. I mean, it's pretty dog shit, so I can't even call it really an apology. But yeah, let's just look at it. It says, I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments. If it hurt or offended anyone, it was not in my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best that I permanently step away from all things MrBeast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. Yeah, this apology is just so dog shit. Like, you're not addressing anything that you've done. Not the fact that you've liked images that have lolly in them. Not the fact that you were talking to minors. Not the fact that you asked for images, sexual drawings of a 10-year-old anime girl. Nah, you're not addressing any of it. You're just saying, oh, sorry if I had any past tweets that offended anyone. Like, brother, you didn't just say the N-word like 5 years ago or something. You were literally liking images that had underage characters in them, and you were literally talking to minors. Like, that's the worst part, is you were talking to minors. Like, it's already pretty bad that you're liking images with underage characters in them, but talking to real life children is arguably worse, right? Like, you just know this is a dog shit apology. Like, it just is. Now, unfortunately, there's still some people who defend Kris Tyson. Hell, there was even this news article on the Rolling Stone that was defending Kris Tyson and saying that, oh, it's just transphobic. Oh, these people are just transphobic and all that shit. I think the Rolling Stone changed it now or got rid of it, which, like, seriously, like, you're only going to get rid of it when people criticize you instead of actually either you weren't doing research or you're just defending Kris all because they're trans. And I saw this one comment on Achito's first video about this drama, and it was just calling him transphobic and saying that, oh, well, no one would have cared if Kris Tyson wasn't trans, which, no, people would have absolutely cared, okay? This was back when it was just lolly and not the texting minor stuff, but yeah, people would have still absolutely cared because, I don't know, maybe because if you're liking images of underage characters, maybe you're just a weirdo? Like, I mean, obviously not maybe, like, you are just a weirdo, but, like, has that ever came to your mind that, oh, maybe you're just a weirdo if you're liking images of underage characters, okay? Stop dick riding Kris Tyson, okay? Being trans does not exempt you from criticism. Now, obviously, it's not okay to go harass random trans people and just be absolute assholes to them. But being trans, again, does not exempt you from being held accountable for shit, okay? Like, you are not exempt from being held accountable for your actions just because you're trans. And acting like people are only giving people like Matt Walsh more power, okay? And, like, and that's just the truth, okay? I'm sorry, but, like, if you're gonna act like trans people are immune from criticism, you're only gonna be giving, I know I've said this, but you're gonna be giving people like Matt Walsh more power, and they'll be able to use people like you and say, see, they're agreeing with that, trans people are weird, which, when in reality, most trans people don't support this kind of shit, but that's besides the point, okay? This situation is just fucked up, and it just makes me sad that this is all happening. This is gonna end the video, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. We made it to 500 subs. Now I want to make it to 1,000 subs before the end of the year. I think we can do it. I know it sounds like a stretch, but I absolutely think we can do it. Anyways, like I said, that's gonna end the video, so I hope you enjoyed, and bye.